So you're going to need a weight 3 yarn in 2 colors, a 2.5 millimeter hook, some scissors, a 2-inch round mirror, a key ring, and a clasp. Now you're going to get your 2.5 millimeter hook, and you're going to start with the brown yarn for me, whichever yarn you're going to use as your center. With this pattern, we're going to be working in the round, so we're going to start off with a magic circle or a magic ring. And if at any point I'm going too fast, feel free to pause it or slow it down. And you're going to start off with wrapping it around twice. And then you're going to want to put the hook under the first one, over the second piece of yarn, pull through. And then you're going to chain 2 to get started. Now that you have your chain 2, you're going to want to make 12 double crochets in this circle, and that's going to be your first round. So once you worked your 12 double crochets, you want to grab that last, like that small piece of yarn, and pull on that, and that is what closes up the circle. And then you just want to slip stitch to the very first stitch. The chain 2 does not count as a stitch. All right, now we're going to chain 2 again. That's going to start your round 2. Then what you're going to do is put another double crochet into that same stitch and another double crochet. So you're going to have 2 of them in all. And that is what we call an increase stitch. Then you're going to go to the next one and place 2 in each one all the way around. So if you had 12 the first round, you're going to have 24 by the end of this second round. Now we're going to end off this round with another slip stitch. And for the third round, we are going to chain 1. And this round is going to be a round of half double crochets. So in the same stitch as the chain 1, you're going to go back in and do 1 half double crochet. And then in the second one, you're going to do 2 half double crochets. All right, and then the third one, you're going to do another half double crochet. And in the fourth, you're going to do 2 half double crochets. And you're going to continue that pattern all the way around. So it's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2. And you should have a total of 36 at the end of your round 3. At the end of the third round, you're going to do a slip stitch again, and then you're going to chain 1 to start off this round 2. Now for the fourth round, we're going to be working in the back loop only. So when you look at it, if you see it's kind of like a braid, you're going to want to work with that back one. And we're going to be slip stitching this round. So each one, you're going to slip stitch 2 together. And by the time you finish with the fourth round, you should have a total of 18 stitches. To finish this round off, we're going to go ahead and slip stitch to the first slip stitch, and then we're going to chain one, and at this point we're going to go ahead and fasten off or cut the yarn. Now you're done with color A, and then we're going to go ahead and switch over to color B. For color B, I'm going to be using that yellow yarn, and what we're going to do is be working in that front loop area that we left off from the last round. And we're going to be starting off with a chain one. Go ahead and start at any one of those stitches. And I already had my yarn in a slip knot. So you're going to tighten that up and chain one. And in the very same chain, you're going to do a single crochet. And then in the next stitch, you're going to do another single crochet. And what I'm doing is I'm just working the yarn in as I go so it's not left out. Then you're going to want to chain 4. And then you're going to do a single crochet in that same stitch again. Continue to make another single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and then in the fourth one you're going to make a single crochet and chain 4 again. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to single crochet in that same stitch again, and you're going to continue the pattern of single crochet 3, and then in the fourth one you single crochet, chain 4, single crochet. When you finish, you're going to have a total of 9 of these chain 4 loops. So this is the last one, or the last set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then you're going to chain 4 and single crochet again, and you should end up with 2 last stitches. So you're going to single crochet in each of those last 2 and then slip stitch to that first stitch again. Now when you finish this time, you're not going to chain 1. You're going to immediately start as if you're double crocheting and go into that first loop, and you're going to do 5 double crochets. That's 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Then you're going to picket stitch, which is chaining 3, and you're going to go into that front loop and the side loop of the last double crochet that you did, and you're going to pull the yarn through like a slip stitch through there. Then you're going to do 5 more double crochets into that same chain space. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to want to slip stitch into that middle stitch. So there should be 3 stitches in between, and that second stitch, you're going to slip stitch. You're not going to chain, and you're just going to go straight into 5 more double crochets in that next chain space. And you're going to repeat the pattern of 5 double crochets, chain 3, slip stitch, 5 double crochets, and then you're going to slip stitch to the third single crochet. So each time that you're doing the 5 double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch, 5 double crochet, That is you creating the petals for the sunflowers. And you're just going to keep going until you have all the petals finished. So I am on the 8th one. I'm about to finish up the very last one. We're going to slip stitch in that middle. Then we're going to double crochet 5. Then chain 3 and slip stitch. And then you're going to double crochet 5 again. Then we end it with a slip stitch in that middle one and chain 1. Then you're going to cut your yarn or fasten off. Now you're done with the crocheting part. Once you cut it off, you can fasten in your end, and then you're going to get that 2-inch mirror. It's optional. You can just put it straight in there, or for mines, I did hot glue gun the backs of them, or you can use that E6000, any type of like super glue, if you want to make sure yours stays in place. And then what you're going to do is just get that key ring, and you can attach the key ring at any one of those slip stitches in between each of those petals. And then once you have the key ring on there, you just attach the clasp, and your keychain or bag charm is finished.